In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends creating a buzz here in China. On today's show, we'll discuss microcosmetic surgeries. Recently, a case about microplastic surgery has caught the attention of a lot of people in China. The case had two criminal suspects who gave injections that would ostensibly thin people's faces. One major problem was that these two guys didn't have any qualifications. The biggest problem was the medicine they used in the injections was shoddy. According to confessions from these two criminal suspects, they charged their customers less than 1,000 yuan for each operation. Sometimes consumers only needed to pay 500 yuan, or about $82 for injection each time. But the injection in a formal cosmetology hospital would be at least 1,000 yuan, or about $160 for each time. The related investigation exposed that some consumers now know the private injections are very dangerous, but they still prefer to go through with it. This is mostly because of cheap prices. However, investigations showed that the medicine used for injections were bought at a purchase price of less than $16, but they can then be sold for $160. Chinese media released that in recent years, an increasing number of people have tended to use cosmetic surgery. Students and models are major consumers. Microplastic surgeries, like facelift injections, are the most popular for consumers. Private beauty shops also offer these operations. A shop owner exposed they often purchase these injections for about $5 for each one, but they would sell them for about $240. Some even go for $490 for each one. The really dangerous thing is that some injections sold in beauty shops are not produced by certified manufacturers. In addition, some consumers also choose to buy these injections from online shops. The price of these injections for online shops is about $49 for each one. Some of the cheapest ones just call for $11. These online shops provide instructions for consumers to inject by themselves. But doctors warn that these kind of injections actually require professional training on it. People even have qualification certificates. If not, it would easily bring safety risks to consumers. Compare cheap injections in beauty and online shops. The injections in certified medical institutions are much more expensive. A survey showed domestic injections would be 3,500 yuan, or about $570 for each one. Imported injections could be more than $980. The high prices made by many consumers look to private injections. The chaotic market for injections has also got Chinese net users talking about it. Some of them don't think that it's worth spending so much money to do cosmetic surgery at all. One net user satirized, quote, "According to my knowledge, many people who do cosmetic surgery would have side effects. Some people would even be disfigured when they finish the surgeries. To these people, they just pay so much money to learn a painful lesson, rather than a more beautiful appearance. It's really not smart to do such things." Some even strongly oppose these plastic surgeries. One net user wrote, quote, "I guess those people who do plastic surgery must be rich people, because of most ordinary people, they would not spend so much money on it. They even have no chance to suffer from it. So in another perspective, sometimes it's not such a good thing to be rich, which might bring more suffering to them." Few other net users also gave suggestions to people, especially girls, to be cautious when doing cosmetic or plastic surgery. One net user noted, quote, "I still believe the real ones are the most beautiful. Girls do not need to pursue man-made beauty. If people really love you, then they would not care too much about your appearance. If a man gave up loving you because of your appearance, it only proved he's not worth loving at all." Another net user also suggested, quote, "Actually, there are many other ways to make up for flaws in appearances. Using tie-in dresses or makeup are all good ways to refine oneself. People indeed don't need to do cosmetic surgeries, let alone high-risk surgeries. To be a really beautiful woman, wisdom and a good personality are much more important than a good appearance. The risks in cosmetic or plastic surgeries need to be valued now. The cosmetic industry has developed for 10 years in China. Data showed that in 10 years, there are more than 20,000 lawsuits about failed cosmetic surgeries in China every year. Meanwhile, 200,000 people have been disfigured following the procedures. The main factor leading to bad operations is the fake cosmetic products. Some Chinese analysts attributed the trend to popular variety shows. Many young girls want to get their big break on these shows through cosmetic surgeries. It might be reasonable for some people, but it might also indicate a problem with society. As certain looks become symbols of wealth and fame, manipulating faces and bodies will become a major step for those looking to reach these goals.